What's good, brothers? Today's video, I'm going to be talking about Instagram. I know I've spoken about social media in general, but now let's start focusing on the smaller points which create a big disaster in today's society. Now, like I've said earlier, social media is a great platform to establish a business, build friendships, or try to connect with your relatives who are not in your day-to-day lives. So if we look at social media from that perspective, it's a really good platform. But what has happened is these social media platforms are majorly used for dating, and not dating in general, but date for a fuck type of dating. So, first of all, in my country, boys expect a lot from girls, as we are not that much westernized. But the thing is that women in India, in general, don't realize that if you accept an ideology, like we have accepted the Western ideology, what happens is that not only you accept the ideology's good points, but also you are taking those bad consequences with them. And that is what women here don't realize. If you want to be a Western woman, you should look at women's current situations in the West. And like men have dominated women, in general, I'm speaking, I'm not pointing out anyone's particular belief, but men have mostly dominated women. But now women are trying to dominate men, and that's not gonna work because for a man, the self-respect is the most important key to survive. Because from day one, when a man is born, he looks to build himself. He looks to create for his own self-belief, and he always focuses on self-improvement. So when a man's priority is to improve himself, he'll always look forward to a woman who wants to improve his life and not just play around with him or order him in certain way and trying to tell him that the woman is more superior than the man himself. So Instagram has been a great platform for women to generate this shitty environment that we live in today. What happens is a woman, like she's on Instagram, doesn't act in the same way, at least in my country. This is my observation. And I've seen Western women as well, because I've been to 2, 3 countries in the past that are, I've been to Singapore, I've been to Malaysia, I've been to Sydney recently. And I've noticed in these 3 countries, even if women post some private pictures, I cannot call them private, like you show your ass, you show some part of your boobs or something like that, you show your belly or stuff. So these women also be the same way in public. So there is no problem when the Western women are acting on Instagram and real life. They are the same in both places. But in my country, what happens is these girls try to copy the others, and the others, I mean, is their big influential personalities like Beyonce, Lady Gaga, Miley Cyrus. I am ashamed that I belong to the same species that these celebrities belong. But what happens is women try to copy these celebrities, and they don't realize that the thing they are copying is not gonna help them in any way. Because see, Miley Cyrus and the other celebrities, they generate money doing these kind of stuff. And what do the today's women get? And this is a serious situation, guys. Like, we as men should take responsibility to convince these women. I know it's very difficult, but still, if you think that a woman is somewhat decent compared to the most of crap out there, just try to suggest her and see if she listens to you. Because see, the world would be a better place if this happens. Now let's focus on what boys do. Boys would go to these women's accounts, their Instagram accounts, and they'll go like 20, 30 pictures of them. Then they'll comment on 4 or 5 pictures. And see, they don't even know these girls, but they'll comment, nice ass. Oh, what a booty. Or, oh, your smile. Wow, your eyes, your hairs. And frequently, day in and day out, hundreds of people sending compliments to these women. You just imagine how much inflated their ego would be. So, I just would like to give you a couple of tips to that I follow, a couple of tips that I follow to use Instagram. So, the number one tip I would give is that if a girl doesn't follow you on Instagram, please don't follow her, because the things start from that point itself. Now, I'd like to ask you boys one question. How many people do you follow and how many people follow you back? There would not be many. And even if they are, and if we compare the status rating of you and a same status rating women, I would say that you are much more lower than that women. So my first tip is that don't follow a woman if she doesn't follow you back on Instagram. And even men, I would suggest. But that depends on your current occupational status or your current status in the society. If you are a great influential personality, people would follow you. But just for the sake of receiving some seductive pictures from women on their Instagram, please don't follow women for that. And don't be a sex thirsty slave, because you people who follow them are just pussy beggars. Don't be a pussy beggar. Have some self respect. Because see, women get irritated by these kinds of stuff. Even if they send you a thank you on Instagram, are they are in real life they are irritated by this kind of stuff. So please avoid this, and please keep some self esteem, guys. Be a red pill man. Don't fall into the pit of pussy beggars. The other thing, if you don't know a girl personally, if you don't know her personally, then don't follow her. Because what's the use of following her she's not gonna give you her pussy anyway. If if she's interested in you, she'll come to you. She'll text you. At least she'll send a text to you if she's really interested in you. Why are you wasting your time on women? You can invest your time somewhere else where you can generate some income, make a name for yourself, work hard in the gym, improve your physique, run, have a good diet. There are a lot of things to do than just following these shitty ass bitches. And as soon as you take these two steps on Instagram, you'll automatically see a change in women's personality and how they react. They'll come to the ground in just a few months, seeing that there is no demand for their profiles. They'll get down and then, they'll act like normal human beings. Currently, they are so much ego inflated that you, even if you are a decent friend of them, you cannot have a normal conversation. That some kind of ego will always be in between. So to fix all this, we men have to take a step. And when we take a step, that is when the world changes. See, I don't say that women are inferior, women are idiots or something, but the present facts and statistics tells us itself. Like, we guys don't have to say anything about women. They just tend to show us that they are idiots and hypocrites and everything. I mean, you call a guy ugly. I say you bitch. You need a makeup to look good. You need high heels to get tall. You need sunglasses to hide your dark circles. I mean, what the fuck, bitch? Do you even have something of yourself? It's like attaching parts to a robot. And that is what a woman is? Is she a robot? I don't think so. And I really appreciate the women who work hard, but there are just a minority of them who work hard on their physique, on their looks, on their personality, in their studies, if they are in any kind of sport. I appreciate those women. But at the same time, there are not a lot of women that actually are indulging some or the other activity. And plus, even there is a least competition in the field of women. Like, for example, if you compare a men's division match compared to a women's division football match, you'll see that women don't have that much competition. All they have to do is put some hard work and they'll get to the top anyway. Plus, in my country, women have certain amount of reservations. And I'll be discussing about a crazy law that is in India in the next video that I make. And I'll also extend this topic on Instagram in another video. I'll make a part 2 of this. So that is all for now, I wanted to say. And I'll keep posting you up. And that's all for now. Have a good day. Peace out.